Obey Allah in that which He has commanded you to do and that which He has forbidden you from. For surely, who fear Allah among His servants are those who have knowledge. Marifa. Fatima alayhi salam then added, O people, be informed that I am Fatima and my father is Muhammad. I say that repeatedly and initiate it continually. I say not what I say mistakenly, nor do I do what I do aimlessly. Now hath come unto you an apostle from amongst yourselves. It grieves him that you should perish. Ardently anxious is he over you. To the believers, he is most kind and merciful. Thus, if you identify and recognize him, you shall realize that he is my father, and not the father of any of your women, the brother of my cousin Ali, rather than any of your men. What an excellent assistance to him he was. May the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him and his progeny. Thus, he has propagated the message by announcing openly with the warning and inclining away from the path of polytheists, striking their middles and seizing their throats, inviting to the way of his Lord with wisdom and good preaching. He destroyed the idols and broke the heads until their gathering fled and turned their backs, until the night revealed its morning. The truth appeared with its genuineness. The leader of the religion spoke out, and the discords of devils were silenced. The stuff of hypocrisy was perished. The knots of infidelity and desertion were untied. So you spoke the word of devotion among a group of white starving ones, the Ahlul Bayt. You were on the brink of a pit of fire. You were the drink of the thirsty one, the opportunity of the desiring one, the fireband of a hasty passer, the foothold you used to drink from the rainwater gathered on the roads and in which animals urinate, eat animal skin. You were low and despised and always in fear lest men around should exterminate you. But Allah the Almighty rescued you through my father Muhammad. After the much suffering he faced, and after he was confronted by mighty men, the Arab beasts, and the insolent, mutinous men of the people of the book, the Jews. Whenever they ignited the fire of war, Allah extinguished it. And whenever the thorn of devil appeared, the Satan's followers revolted, or a mouth of the polytheists opened wide in defiance. He would send his brother Ali into its flames, who did not come back until he trod its head with the sole of his foot and extinguished its flames with his sword. He, Ali, tired himself for the sake of Allah and overlooked to fulfill the command of Allah, near to the messenger of Allah, of master among Allah's devotees, sincere in his advice, earnest in exerting himself for Islam, paying no attention in the way of Allah to any blame, while you are at ease, in luxury, and feeling safe in your comfortable lives, waiting for us to meet disasters, awaiting the spread of our news, and you fell back during battles and ran away at times of fighting. And when Allah chose for his prophet the abode of his prophets and the residence of his choices, the rage of hypocrisy, you, the garment of faith, became worn out. The silent one of the deviants spoke out. The sluggish ignorant came to the top and brayed. The camel of the falsifiers wiggled his tail in your courtyards. And Satan put his head out of the socket, crying out too. And he found you responsive to his invitation and observing his deceits. Then he aroused you and found you quick in responding to him, and invited you to anger and found you angry to his anger. Therefore you branded other than your own camels and proceeded to the other than your drinking places. You did so at the age of the Prophet was still recent. The wound was still wide and not yet healed, and the Prophet was not yet buried. Did you so quickly claim to fear this sedation? Surely into sedation have they already tumbled down, and most surely hell encompasses the unbelievers. How far to you? What is the matter with you? And what a falsehood! Allah's book is still among you. Its affairs are clear. Its rules are manifest. Its signs are bright. Its restrictions are visible. And its commands are evident. Yet, indeed, you have thrown it behind your backs. Do you want to turn away from it? Or according to something else, you want to rule? Evil would be the exchange for the wrongdoers. And if anyone desires a religion other than Islam, it will never be accepted from him, and in the hereafter he will be in the ranks of those who have lost. Then you have not waited until its rush would come down, and it became obedient. You then began arousing its flames, instigating its brand, responding to the call of misguiding Satan, putting out the lights of the manifest religion, and annulling the sunnah of the sincere prophet. You conceal sips on the form and march towards the prophet, family and children. But we are patient with you, as if we are being nickeled with daggers and stung by spearheads in our abdomens. And now you claim that there is no inheritance for us? Is it then the judgment of the times of ignorance that they desire? And who is better than Allah to judge for a people who are sure? Do you not know? Yes, indeed, it is obvious to you, like the sun of the forenoon, that I am his daughter. O Muslims, is my inheritance usurped? O son of Abu Kuhafa, is it in the book of Allah that you inherit your father and I do not inherit my father? Surely you have done a strange thing. Did you intentionally desert the book of Allah and turn your back on it? Allah said, and Suleiman was Dawood's hire, 27:16, and said about Yahya bin Zakaria, grant me from thyself an hire who should inherit me and inherit from the children of Yaqub, 19:5-6, and said, and the possessors of relationships are near to each other in the ordinance of Allah, 8:75. And he said, Allah enjoins you concerning your children, the male shall have the equal of the portion of the two females, 4:11. And he said, bequest is prescribed for you when death approaches one of you, if he leaves behind wealth for your parents and near relatives, 2:180. You claimed that I have no position and no inheritance from my father, and there is no kinship between us. So did Allah distinguish you with a verse from which he excluded from my father? Or do you say people of two religions do not inherit each other? Am I and my father not one religion? Or are you more aware of the Quran than my father and my cousin? So here it is before you. Take it, ready with its noseband and saddle. It shall dispute with you on the day of punishment. What a fair judge Allah is. The master is Muhammad, and the appointment is the day of resurrection. At the time of the hour the wrongdoers shall lose, and it shall not benefit you to regret then. For every message there is a time limit. And ye shall know to whom a punishment that will confound him comes, and upon whom a lasting doom will fall. Fatima alayhi salam then turned towards the Ansar and said, O you people of magnanimity, the supporters of the nation and the defenders of Islam, what is the shortcoming in the defending of my right? And what is the slumber before the wrong done to me?